Testing, testing. Okay. I think we should be live on Facebook, on YouTube. Okay, I think we should be live on YouTube. If you can see me on YouTube, just say hello. Let's see if I can go live on Facebook. Yes, we are live on YouTube and we are live on Facebook. So good morning, folks. Good morning. It is a lovely Tuesday morning here in sunny Chiang Mai. Very sunny today. It's starting to get hot. And in this live stream, I'm going to talk about some picks that I got, which I think are going to be really good because BTC is going to be down, but there's a big bull run coming. And I'm also going to talk about my perspective on gun laws in America. The whole situation is all fucked up, screwed up. People that are controlling what is happening are the ones that have their own. It's just like anything, right? They just have their own pockets are being lined. They don't care. That's what's big problems in America. Big problems, and just some other stuff. ICOs. I sold some out of some Telcoin. Just some things like that. So let's get the obvious out of the well. You know, I made some posts this morning, and guys, because I was in America, right? I went to Dallas for the Bitcoin conference, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching television, and I watched that shooting that was happened in Florida. So this is every 3 months, every 4 months, a shooting happens, right? Like we saw Las Vegas not long ago. Then we saw Florida. This is a reoccurring thing, right? It's like these Ponzi programs. They just come out, right? It's just reoccurring. Everyone knows that, but people still join them, just like these, just like what's happening in America, right? Kids at school are getting gunned down. And it's just happening, and people are just like, oh yeah, whatever. You know, this is the attitude. And don't get me wrong, I love America. I've been to America twice. I just recently got back from America. I think it's a wonderful country, but there is stuff that is happening in America which is in control of some dark forces that are actually controlling everything, right? And the people, these gun lobbyists, they're the ones that are pulling the strings. And no matter what you think about democracy, and it's the same in Australia as well. You know, they get together, they fight amongst each other, they bitch and moan, nothing gets done, or they pass a bill, then a bill goes to the Senate, then it gets blocked, and then they start all over again, right? And the people that are controlling all this are the people with money, and they're the ones that are buying these politicians, and nothing ever gets done. People still get killed. It's all at the expense of profit. So for those people that are in America that don't understand what is happening at the rest of the world, let me give you a snapshot. In Australia, you are not allowed to have guns, period. Right? You can have guns for shooting, and you can have guns for, you know, all the normal stuff, but it's very hard to get guns. You're not allowed automatic weapons, period. The only people that are allowed to have automatic weapons should only be the Air Force, the Army. Why do civilians need automatic weapons? This is totally ludicrous. You people in America that have got automatic weapons, you are idiots, right? You are idiots. Anyone can get, literally in California, anyone can get access to automatic weapons. Just go down to Compton and you can pick up an AK-47 for, you know, I don't know, $800, right? This is the thing. This is what's happening in America, right? And you people are blindfolded. Like, I'm not saying the majority of Americans. I'm saying the Americans that are so caught up in their little fantasy world that you don't even know what's happening at the rest of the world, what's happening out there, right? And this is very sad. It's very sad because who's controlling all this? It's the gun lobbyists. It's the people with billions of dollars that have their own interest, right? And they're the ones that are controlling all this. They're the one that are controlling all the politicians. So who's in control of the gun lobbies? You know, it's the select, like anything, it's a select few of people that have all the money, that want all the power, right? Who's behind the gun lobbyists? You know what I mean? Who's behind all these big companies that are owned by, have billions of dollars, that produce these drugs, that produce these pharmaceuticals? You know, it's only a select few, and it's a select few that are controlling everything that happens, not only in America but also in other countries. But America's got big problems with guns, big problems with guns. And if you put a kid in a candy store, right, what's he going to do? He's going to pick a lolly, he's going to eat it, right? Now, if you take that kid out of the lolly store, what's he going to do? He's not going to be able to get access to lollies. He can't eat the lollies. Yeah, guns, people kill people with guns, right? It's not guns. The old argument. Oh, it's not guns that kill people. It's people kill guns. People are the ones that kill other people with guns. You know what I mean? It's not the actual gun itself. It needs a person. And that's a totally ridiculous and stupid statement, because it's coming from people that are putting guns in people's hands. You know what I mean? And like I said, if you've got a kid and you take him out of a lolly store, is he going to be able to eat a lolly? The answer is no. Now, what they're saying is, hey, we'll put this kid in a lolly store, and it's not up to us whether he eats a lolly or not. You know what I mean? Like, we'll put this kid in front of guns. If he picks up a gun and shoots someone, well, that's not our fault. That's what they're doing. That's basically what they're doing. So if you take the kid out of the lolly store, is he going to be able to eat a lolly? The answer is 100% no. He's not going to be able to eat any lollies. If you take guns out of America, or automatic weapons out of America, will it decrease the chances of another Florida, another Las Vegas, another, there's so many, I can't even remember them. Will it decrease? The answer is yes, because those shootings were automatic weapons. They're also semi-automatic weapons, so there's another thing. You know what I mean? So this is the whole thing. This is the whole thing. But the problem with America is, you guys have got guns. You've always had guns. You think it's part of your life. It's not. You take away the guns, you create it. You know, this is the problem with America. You guys are going by something that was created 200 years ago. You know, it's just totally ludicrous. The world is changing. You know, you don't need automatic weapons. You're fighting a civil war. Are you seriously? Is someone going to come down the road now and shoot you because they want to take over your country? Like, you guys are totally ridiculous. Honestly, you guys need to live into another country first, where there's no guns allowed, and you can walk down the street without fear of getting shot, right? You guys just have to get out of your shell. That's just my opinion on guns in America. I mean, I see it all the time. In another 3 months, there'll be another shooting. Nothing's going to happen. Just got some big problems. You guys need to take a leaf out of Australia's book. No guns. You got an automatic weapon, you go straight to jail. Period. You're not authorized to have an automatic weapon. You don't need an automatic weapon. You're not a infantry soldier. You're not part of the military. The only people that should have automatic weapons are people in the military, or FBI, or whatever. That's the only people that should have weapons. The civilians do not have weapons. They are civilians. They are not military trained. It's ridiculous. But anyway, that's my opinion on it. And I know there's people on Facebook that will probably have a go at me about this subject. And that's totally fine. I mean, you guys got your own opinions, which is fine. But just look at it from a different perspective. Look at it I'm coming from a country where they don't have automatic weapons. Even in Thailand here, there's no war. There's no guns. There's no guns. If you have a gun, you're screwed. In Australia, there's no guns, right? If you can have guns, you can have like a shooting range, a rifle. There's no automatic weapons, right? If you get caught with an automatic weapon, you go straight to jail, right? So coming from both perspectives, having been in America and having been in Australia, been in Thailand, Thailand is one of the safest countries in the world. I absolutely love it here. Um, when we had a dispute with some drunkly orderly guy that just started wrecking. When we ran the coffee shop, this guy started wrecking the furniture and all this sort of stuff. What happened was the police came and took him away, and then his family had to come down to the shop and sorry, the police shop and give money. So that's how they settled it in Thailand. I mean, there's no court or anything. I mean, they could go to court if it's a serious crime, but this is a drunken disorderly. The guy was wrecking the place, or he started to wreck the place. So yeah, that's how it was settled. The family came down. They gave money to us, to my girlfriend and her and the other person that was part of the shop, and that's how it was settled. You know what I mean? So Thailand is a very, very safe country. I love it here, and so is Australia. Australia is very safe as well. But in America, I'm sort of like looking left and right, and when I was in America, I was having dinner with my good friend, Casey, and I said to him, dude, what do you think about America? And he's a really good, nice guy. I said to him, dude, what do you think about guns in America? And he said, do you think I'm carrying now? And I'm like, dude, I've been with you most of the day. What do you mean carrying? He goes, do you think I've got a gun on me? And I'm just like, you serious? He goes, and I looked at him, and the dude, I mean, he was strapped, and I was like, what the? I didn't even know. Like, because it was Texas, people can conceal. Apparently, they can conceal, so they can have a gun, they can conceal, right? But you don't know if they're carrying a gun, right? So this is for me personally. I was kind of, I mean, obviously I trusted him, but I was kind of a bit scared, because if someone has a bad day, you look at someone the wrong way, they just pull out the gun and pop you. It's all over, right? But in America, in Australia, you can't have guns. You know what I mean? You can't have guns in Australia. You can walk around safely. So I'm just saying, guys. I think America is a great country. It's a land of opportunity. You better damn pay your taxes, or you're going straight to jail. I think it's a great country. I just think that in some respects, there's so many things are way behind, and one of them is guns. And who's controlling it? The people that are controlling it just want to keep on lining their pockets, and we're just going to see more and more and more of these school shootings, and more kids are going to get killed. That's just the way it's going to go, and nothing's going to change. So I'm just giving my opinion on it. The last thing I would, if I had a child, the last thing I would want is to send that child to school and for that child to get gunned down by some fucking idiot with an automatic weapon. You know what I mean? That to me that is just, you have the power, you have the voice to change things, and nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. At least you can send your kids to the school in Australia and you don't have to worry about getting gunned down. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. So America's got big problems. America's got a big problems, and I still think. I mean, they're still doing checks. I mean, who does checks anymore? You know what I mean? It should be all digital currency. But anyway, that's just my opinion on it. I keep on seeing these over and over again, these mass shootings, and I just shake my head, and I just think, the politicians have got their hands tied behind their backs. They can't act on anything. It gets blocked, and too many of the politicians getting paid by the powers to be, the people that are really controlling the country. You know what I mean? It's very sad. It's very sad. So coming from a perspective from someone that comes from where there's no guns, you guys need to really look at different other countries. But the thing with America is it's already ingrained into the society with guns. Nothing's going to change. And I really feel that certain things in America are going to be are moving in the wrong direction. And the reason why I say this is because America is like, America is the country that is kind of spearheading a lot of the things in the world. You know, obviously with their army, with their technology, a lot of things, USD, a lot of things that happen in America, the rest of the world follows after. And one thing I'm glad they're not following after is guns, because they seriously need to get your shit sorted. But with that said, that's my opinion on it. So let's move on. Okay, Encash. I think Encash is it's going to be one of those ones that's going to be big. All right. I bought some more Encash today. Actually, hang on. Let me just log into my account. I bought another 100,000 Encash today. I am in my account. So as you can see down here, I'll just enlarge it just to show you. There's my balance there. You can see it there, 206,008. Encash, I don't know. Look, Encash, like it's dirt cheap at the moment. In my opinion, it's dirt cheap. When this Bitcoin bull run's coming, this is like 3 cents. So this is gonna be like, we could see a 10x in Encash. I mean, again, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. But I think for the project that it is, it's so undervalued. Obviously, with the market being down, so I'm hoping to profit. I'm hoping to profit big from this. So, I mean, obviously, I'd like it to go to $1, but I mean, you know, I've got 200 and something thousand tokens there, but you know, if this thing goes to like 10 cents, or even 20 cents, I'd be very tempted to sell, because you know, all up I've invested about 8,000 in those tokens. So if, you know, if it's 3 cents now, if it goes to 20 cents, that's like 6x. There's 80 grand, you know. And I think once this bull run coming, I think that Encash will be one that'll just really start to motor, because of the people behind it. It's got an all-star team, all-star advisors. The advisory team have got their tokens locked up for 12 months, so they can't dump on you. It's a good project. It's a great idea. It's just, you know, one of those things that is really undervalued. It's dropping at the moment. Now the ICO price was 1 cent, so this is a thing with ICOs, right? Everything, or most ICOs that, you know, kind of mediocre or average projects, they have dipped below ICO price because of crypto winter. But the ones that haven't are the good projects. All right, so this one here, Encash, is still 3x, which tells you that even though the market is down, Encash is still up. Meaning that once BTC goes back up, this is going to explode. Another one too which came online yesterday, which I sold my tokens pretty early. I just took the money. Was credits, right? And I doubled my money on credits. But this is another one that just came out recently, the last couple of days. It just went to market, and it's nearly $1, which is amazing. So I cashed out of credits. Again, this is another ICO which just got released. And in crypto winter, for ICOs to do well, that says a lot, because once crypto winter is gone, you're going to see a lot of ICOs go back up. So the mediocre and the average ICOs are below ICO price because of crypto winter. But the ones that are still 2x, 3x, 4x, and it's ICO winter, that tells you that it's a good project. Okay, so we don't know where credits is going to go. I already sold out of credits, but Encash is still 3x, so that's definitely going to go. In my opinion, this is definitely going to go up. Right, credits is definitely going to go up. Right, all these are going to go up. These good ones that are already above ICO price when it's crypto winter. Once crypto winter is gone, what's going to happen? It's going to explode. Right, that's just my opinion. And what's going to happen with the ICOs that are sort of, you know, average, that are now below ICO price? They're going to probably, you know, 1x, or they're probably going to double once Bitcoin gets up to like 15, 16K. Those mediocre average ICOs that are currently, you bought them and they're below ICO price, they're going to like double. So you're going to make profit on them, right? So there's probably an exit strategy there that as soon as they double, you might want to sell. All right. For those of you guys that got Litecoin, have a look at Trade Satoshi. This just came out. So if you guys transferred your Litecoin at the fork, they just announced another market. Now Trade Satoshi just came on. It's only 58 cents per Litecoin. Yobit is $3.40, but they're not accepting any more Litecoin inside. So that's a problem. So you can forget about that. There's not enough volume on South Exchange, and even Crypto Bridge. There's still about 58 cents. So here I am. I'm looking at my so there's my balance there. It's still not available for some reason. I'm not sure, but anyway, I got 6,000 Litecoin there. 6,000 LCC, so Litecoin Cash. So I'm just waiting for this to become available, and then I'm going to sell them off. And at 58 cents, yeah, I'll just take it. So that's that. So that you can go to Trade Satoshi. All right. I'm just gonna flip this into BTC, and then just hold BTC because there's a bull run coming, guys. All right. So BTC is probably going to shoot up to 30,000. It's gonna go up and down, stagnate all the way up. So that's just, I mean, this is just my opinion on it. Okay, it's not financial advice. It's just what I'm saying. And so welcome everyone, guys. I'm glad you love guns, man. I don't like guns, Ennis. I'd rather live in a society with no guns than I know that no one's going to shoot me. But that's just my opinion, you know. Yeah, that's right. Exactly what happened. You know what, Richard? You know that shooting down in Tasmania. Apparently there was a conspiracy about it, that this guy was never there. But what happened was, if you guys know about the shooting in the Tasmania, apparently this strange guy shot these people in Tasmania, and then as soon as that happened, or these gun laws were passed. So what Australia did was they bought back the guns. People with guns could hand the guns in, and they bought them back. So, and since then, you know, there's no guns. No one's been shot by guns. So, you know, look, like I said before, you know, I mean, if you take the kid out of the lolly shop and he has no access to lollies, is he ever going to be able to eat another lolly? The answer is unequivocally no, right? Unequivocally no. So if you take guns away from people, are they going to be able to shoot them? The answer is unequivocally no, which means, are there ever going to be any more shootings in schools? The answer is not likely. More likely no than yes, right? So the answer is simple. It's there. You know what, Ennis? I know you guys in America, you have a different perspective, but you don't need automatic weapons. There's no need for you to have automatic weapons. You don't even need guns. In my opinion, you don't need guns. The only people who should have guns are the military and the police. That's the only people who should have guns. I know that in America it's different because you guys don't trust the police, and I am 100% with you on that one. You know, you don't trust the popo, man, because they're gonna come and shoot you, right? They shoot you and ask questions later. But that's different in Australia. The popo is different in Australia, man. Like, you know, they don't shoot and ask questions. They if they're just shooting in Australia, like, it's a big deal. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's still triads and there's still gang wars, but most of that stuff goes unseen. Yeah, we have like SWAT, equivalent to SWAT and special. In fact, Australia has one of the best special forces in the world. We train the Americans, right? Australian Secret Service, Australian SAS they call it. The SAS trained Americans in Vietnam, right? We have the best, like we have one of the best SAS. This is like special forces, right? We have our special forces are the highly trained more than the U.S. Army. You know what I mean? In fact, the special forces that is the most highly trained, like I'm talking about in urban, is actually in Indonesia. The Indonesian special forces is actually the most highly trained in the world, because they got to deal with terrorism. They got to deal with the, you know, which I didn't know. Yeah, look, I like I understand the problems happening in America. You know, there's more people, there's more blacks incarcerated now than there was 200 years ago. Did you know that? Did you know that there's more blacks behind bars than there was in slavery, back when there was slavery? Did you know that? That's amazing. So as a country going to move forward, I don't know. But the police, I mean, I definitely wouldn't trust the police, and I'm with you on that one. You know, like, would you have a gun? I mean, you know, it's crazy. So I definitely don't trust the police. I wouldn't trust the police in America. But then the police in Australia is different, you know. But anyway, look, there's problems everywhere. I understand that, but yeah, you want to get all political, you know. I just think that there's a lot of issues happening in America at the moment which can be solved, but they're not being solved because of, you know, people that are in the higher up that are just profiting, you know, and it's very sad. But anyway, let's move on. So, yeah, these sort of subjects, you know, I don't normally talk about my issues on guns, but you know, I just see this happening all the time, over and over and over again. It's like a broken record, right? It's like these Ponzi schemes, right? I was watching this video the other day, right? And these Ponzi schemes, right? So the latest on BitConnect is apparently BitConnect. These guys are now shitting themselves, all right? So they're basically going to get summoned. They're going to go to court. Even Craig Grant, apparently now he's shitting himself. He looks like, you know, he might go to jail. And Trevon James is apparently got to go to. He's been summoned to go to a court hearing for SEC. This is an official government court hearing for SEC. So it's all happening. These people in BitConnect are facing the music, which is, you know, I think it's awesome because at the end of the day, they were selling securities, unlicensed securities. The way, no matter how you look at it, they were selling they were an affiliate which is selling unregistered securities in America, and they're gonna be probably jailed or who knows. So that's what I'm glad about. I'm glad about these, you know, people scamming people for money, and then they all of a sudden, now that the whole thing falls apart, they're like, hey, I didn't know it was a Ponzi scheme. You know, they're just continuous lying and lying and lying. You know, I don't even know why people follow them. So we just gotta, guys, hodl, and just wait till crypto winter is gone. Now, if you guys that don't, obviously, you know, if you guys are in the States, you got crypto and you got all sorts of shit that's happening, right? It is as if it's not hard enough. I recommend you follow this guy here, which you probably already do, but if you don't know him, definitely follow him. His name's Jeff Berwick. And he talks about, he's the guy called Dollar Vigilante.
That's an entire society living in slavery.
So this is, he talks about, he moved away to Puerto Rico and to escape taxation, right? And he talks about Bitcoin. He's big in Bitcoin. but they're building this utopia, kind of a crypto utopia down in Puerto Rico, with the Brock Pierce and a few of these other big guys, right? So they're moving the assets down to Puerto Rico, so then they don't have to. They can escape the laws of the hell. They can escape the laws of the chains of America's taxation. So I don't know. It's something that maybe you guys want to look at with these type of countries. You can what the rich do is they buy. You can buy yourself an actual citizenship. So you can look into these other countries that have little to no tax, and then you can actually become a citizen of that country and abide by their laws and abide by their tax system. And to become a citizen, it costs like 5,000 USD to become a citizen. And that's what you do. You then get a passport. You become a citizen of that country, and you pay taxes to that country. So that's what rich people are doing. They're just bringing their assets over, and then they're paying very little to no tax. And then they just travel around the world. They might be based in Celebes, or they might be based in Marshall Islands, or Puerto Rico, or Dominican Republic, or whatever they're based, right? That's where their home is. But then they travel all over the world. So there's, they travel back to America. They travel to overseas, Europe, Asia. They're traveling all around the world. But their taxation is to the country that they're in, because they're a citizen. They got dual. This is the stuff I've been reading up on. So it's very interesting. So I would consider if you want to make that move, consider going to a different country, just to have a look, just to have a look at what could be out there. Obviously I live in Thailand, so I know that it's a wonderful place. But then I'm still Australian citizen. So that's what I do. I encourage you guys to just have a look at the rest of the world. Look what other people are living. Look how other people live their lives, and then you'll appreciate more of what you got. You know what I mean? But I recommend you go somewhere with no guns. That's what I recommend, because no guns means no people getting killed. That's where I like to be. And Thailand is a very, very safe place. I love Thailand. And even when I was in Malaysia, Malaysia's pretty safe as well, to a certain degree. I know it's a Muslim country, but even when I was at the airport in Penang, there was guys walking around with MP5s. Like, I saw at least 5 or 6 police walking around with MP5s with their fingers on the trigger, looking for people that shouldn't be there, or terrorists, or people that, I was like, oh wow, it's crazy. So I encourage you guys to just check out different countries. First, make some money, and build up your crypto portfolio. Do ICOs, or do whatever you got to do to get money. Build your portfolio up, build your coins up, get some mining happening, do some ICOs, get to a point where you can leave your job. You don't have to worry about money, right? Every time you want some money, you just scrape some off the top of your portfolio. If you've got $1 million portfolio, you've only got to scrape 10% off it, and there's $100 grand a year, right? If you get into the right coins, I mean, that for them to go up 10%. If you've got a portfolio of coins of, say, 20 different coins, do you think that they're going to go up 10%? I mean, Bitcoin went up like 10x last year. Litecoin and 20x last year. So you're only going to scrape 10% off, right? This is what I'm saying. If you've got a portfolio of $1 million worth of coins, and you're scraping 10% profit off, there's $100 grand, right? That's what most people can't even fathom, making $100 grand a year, and you're only shaving 10% off the top. So if you've got Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, Monero, Bitcoin Cash. You even got some EOS thrown in there, some Neo, Cardano. I don't like Ripple. Just say you held all those strong coins, right? And then you just made 10% for that year, and you had $1 million worth of coins, and you just took 10% off profit. There's 100 grand. What could you do with 100 grand? You could travel the world. You could live in exotic countries. You could go 3 months at a time in different countries. You don't have to worry about money. 100 grand's hard to spend in Asia, trust me. All right? If you go to Europe, well, you probably blow through that a lot faster. But if you go to Asia, if you go to Mexico, if you go to Panama, if you go to South America, Sao Paulo, Colombia, Nicaragua, no, Colombia, what's the other one? Guatemala, all these countries that are really cheap to live, that have got good infrastructure, friendly to expats. You don't need long-term visas. You can just go 3 months at a time. You can live the dream, guys. It's not hard to do at all. You can live the dream. And every 3 months, just move to another country. Stay there for 3 months. You can stay at Malaysia for 3 months if you like Malaysia. You don't need a visa. Or every 30 days, get to renew the visa, whatever. It's like all the information's out there. But you can live the dream. It's really not hard at all. So what you got to do is you got to build your portfolio up to where you got, once you got a big portfolio and you got cash, it's easy to make money. So that's what you got to do. You need to turn over. You need to flip. One of the fastest ways to do it is through ICOs. Now, there's a lot of ICOs there that are crashing and burning, but if you get onto the good ones, you can still turn them over relatively quick. Like, I'm talking just a month, 2 months, 3 months. And to make 100%, 200%, that is good money compared to, what the public sector is going to give you. So what's happening with ICO Gold Rush? ICO Gold Rush is still going. Great guns. We did a webinar last night. We are just we're going great guns. We're still doing our ICOs. We're still researching our ICOs. Hey man. Hey man, I'll give you a call back, okay? Okay, I'm just on a live stream. Oh man, see ya. Sorry about that. Yeah, so so ICO Gold Rush is going great guns. It's just that the market is down, so the ICOs have dropped, but the whole market is down. You know what I mean? So Brad started with us. I would say he's fairly new. I wouldn't say he definitely didn't start early, but he started. He didn't have any money when he started. He got a commission from one of his mates that joined, and he bought 3 ICOs. He turned, and this is through a rough period as well, and he turned $400 into $2,500, $2,450 over 2 months. And he's still got 9 ICOs waiting on the market because of crypto winter. So he didn't join in the beginning. I think Brad only joined last year, late last year, I think. I can't remember. So there's many testimonials, many people having money, and in fact, one of my friends that was an MPA, he actually joined and made his first profit last night. So his first win from ICOs was he made a 3.5x on his ICOs. So, but it's like anything. It's like a process you go through, right? You got to stay consistent with it. You got to keep at it. You can't just do it and then if it doesn't work, forget it and move on to the next thing, right? So all this stuff you got to be consistent with, even though times right now the crypto winter is happening. You can't lose focus. You got to keep on sticking to the plan, right? And everything's going to get together. Everything's going to come together for you, but you got to build that portfolio. You got to keep on flipping these ICOs, then you can make money. Then you can put it into mining. You can put into other strong coins and then build your portfolio up. And then once you get to 7 figures, you're just shaving 10% off and then you can just go and do what you want with your life. It's not hard to do. I did a live stream the other day, and I said, oh, you know, I'm sitting here. I was downtown in Niman, which is like a really, like, it's all the bars and pubs and everything, and there's like everything you can possibly eat. I was sitting in a cafe the other day. This is it here, and I was like, anyone can have this life. And people are like, oh wow, it's so cool. I mean, it's not hard. It's just not hard. This is me here. I did a live stream here. It's not hard at all to do this, guys. You know, but you got to build your crypto portfolio up, and you got to keep on flipping your ICOs. That's what's going to give you the bread, right? So that's the aim of the game: to flip the ICOs, take your profit. The market has changed, so just once you get to profit, I mean 100%, 200% profit. That is ridiculous. Flip it, get into the next ICO, or put it into mining, or put it into other coins. Alright, and that's what you should do if you want to build your portfolio. Now, I did do, for those of you that saw the webinar replay up, it's in the webinar replay on Slack, right? I did talk about a mining project which is happening. This is not my particular mining project, but it is a mining project similar to Gigawatt and similar to what was the other one? But anyway, what it basically means is, you know, you can host your machines. You can host your machines. So you have to buy your machines, send your machines to them, and then they're going to host it. And then you get the cheap electricity, and you know, they get a small portion for the maintenance, and then you're going to get the money every day from your machines. Now, this is happening too, and I made a I posted it. Watch the webinar. I'm going to send some machines to them, and they've got room for it's a 1 megawatt facility. It's a 2,000 machines. They've already got 500 filled, so they got, I think, 1,500 machines. This is happening like literally in the next couple of days. So I'm going to send some machines to them, and then build that out. So I'm going to start buying machines, send it to them. It's going to add another income stream to what I'm already doing. But if my first few machines that I'm going to send to them, if that works out, then I'm going to scale up. You know, I'm going to go big. So it's just another option that, instead of cloud mining, which is cloud mining is the best option for people that want to break free from their job, but it's the worst option in regards to mining. Okay, it's the worst option, but it's like I said, it's an option if you know what I mean. I did a live stream on this a couple of days ago. In fact, Genesis mining is the best option for cloud mining, but it's the worst option for mining, because you're not going to get the best price. But that's what it is, because it's the easiest thing to do. So I still think hosting your own machines is the best way, but you need cheap electricity, and you need experts to run it, and this is what this mob will do. So that, I'll let you guys know when my machines, once they allow us to send machines there, and I'll keep you an update in the Slack group. So the Slack group and ICO Gold Rush is it's not just about ICOs. We talk about everything. We talk about mining, we talk about crypto coins, we talk about when coins are coming out, developments, everything about basically crypto. All right, it's just not a one-off deal where you just buy into ICO Gold Rush. You know what I mean? People just think it's just about ICOs. It's not. It's about everything that we're going to do, as well as what's coming up. We discuss mining, we discuss trading, we discuss tokens, we discuss everything that basically does do with crypto, but the main focus is ICOs. All right, so if you want to get into that, I recommend you join ICO Gold Rush. It's not just it's an ongoing education, right? And it's constantly, people are posting new information. This is just the Slack component of it, right? The Slack group, which is Slack component. So there's a lot of value in that, and we got webinars every Monday. All right. So yeah, people just think it's just a course you buy into, and that's it. That's not what it is. All right. That's not what it is. All right. So with that said, happy days. We're still on track. We've just got to get out of crypto winter. All right. From what I've seen, what I've heard from different various people and trading experts and many opinions from other people, that once we get over this, once Bitcoin starts to move, gets over 12K, 13, 14, 15K, it's really going to start to, it's just going to take off, right? It's going to pull back, then it's going to take off again. Pull back, take off. So, you know, could be at 30,000 Bitcoin fairly soon. So that's coming. So just be prepared. And when that happens, everything's going to go up. All your ICOs are going to go up. All your shit ICOs that you're losing money on, even they're going to double. And then my opinion is to sell out. Don't hold on to them, okay? So with that said, thanks everyone for tuning in today. And yeah, I'll keep you guys. Oh yeah, and Gigawatt too. Yeah, I've told you about Gigawatt. I'm earning Bitcoin from Gigawatt as well. Not Bitcoin, sorry, Dash. So this is Dash. My Gigawatt machine's up and running. I've got four D3s that are running. So I'm just monitoring this over the next week to see how much I'm getting paid daily. But it's not a lot. Dash has gone down a lot. I think it's only like $5 a day. So it's gone down a lot from, it used to be like $200 a day. But now there's so many Dash machines, difficulty's gone up. So, but it's still, you know, it's still another income stream. $20 a day. There's $600, $650 a month. You know, it is what it is, right? But I can scale this up if I want to. So that's just another option too. You know, add this to Genesis. I've got this new mining facility that I'm gonna go into. So there's multiple things that I've got running, which I can just keep the steady income stream coming in, as well as my ICO, as well as my portfolio. That's what it's about. It's about multiple things, knowing multiple things at multiple times, having multiple income streams coming in. But this is all the stuff that we talk about inside ICO Gold Rush. Okay, it's just not about ICOs. It's about creating wealth, right? It's about setting a plan and creating wealth, getting the best advice from people, taking the best pieces from everyone, and then deciding which is the best for you. Okay, that's what you're buying into. That's what your $1,099 gets you. Okay, all the support that you want, weekly webinars, everything. So take advantage of that, guys. Take advantage of that. People just think it's just a course that you buy into, $199. They think that they know it all. They don't know it all. I don't even know it all. You know what I mean? They buy into that. They think, oh, I can get all this information off YouTube for free. Yeah, you can get some information off YouTube for free, but are you going to get one-on-one information, and you're going to get opinions on everything about ICOs and many other things from multiple people that you don't know? Of course you're not. You're not going to know because you don't know. That's why it's good to have this community, because you're going to learn from people that do know. That's what it's about. It's about learning. So with that said, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys on the rebound. Catch ya.